do it again. Welcome to our Bali Bonanza. My name is Desiree, and this is
Jahoska.
We would love to share our journey with you and all it took for us to go from Portland, Oregon to Bali, Indonesia. How's it been for you so far?
Exhausting, exciting. We got a lot of information to share.
So much.
So much.
So this all began with a dream. We've talked about going to Bali for how long now?
Over a year?
More than that, I think.
No, where did we go last year that we were like, this is where we have to go now?
I think we went to Puerto Vallarta, and we
Yes,
were
we
like,
did.
Puerto Vallarta is only for you if you're a gay man or you're an elderly person.
Oh,
That's
that
what we
part.
discovered.
They're thriving there.
They really are.
Yeah,
And I wish
it wasn't for us.
I really do wish every gay man gets to go there in their lifetime because it is actually for you, made for you. But no, we started planning to go to Bali probably 4 or 5 years ago. We started a Airbnb wish list, and it stayed in the wish list until literally today.
Yeah. And I think, what was it? When did I look at the internet? And I was like, Des, look at this flyer. That our wonderful, beautiful Kate was
okay.
like, oh, we're having this retreat in Bali. And I sent, and I was like, we have to be there.
Yes. And Kate, her business is called Aurora Wellness. Is that right?
Or
Aurora Healing?
Holistic.
Aurora Holistic Healing. We got it.
We got you, Kate.
We got you, Kate. Don't worry. So we've been stalking Kate online for the longest. Kate specializes in spinal energetics and Kundalini activations, which we had never had done to us before, participated in, and wanted to. So once we saw the retreat was in Bali, and it was like $1,300-$1,400, and there were payment plans, like
and
what
food
more
included with your lodging. Why would we say no?
What else would you need? Like a chef on site, more friends to do energy work with, and we're going to be going to, what's the name of the place?
Jack's Healing Retreat.
Jack's Healing Retreat. Yes. So check out Jack's. We'll let you know how it goes once we get there. But so far, we have gone from trying to figure out how to travel on our own because we didn't know anybody who's done this trip before.
Nobody.
And we looked up a bunch of stuff online, and I was just kind of like, this is cool, but all these people feel like they were sharing their story from maybe like other countries.
Yeah, mostly
not the
Australia.
US. Yeah.
There's like a lot of people from Australia that travel to Bali, which isn't really relatable because our trip that we just got off of was 16 hours long. So
literally. So we started looking at flights, and that was not so bad. I think our flights from Portland were somewhere in the land of like 1,100 to like 2,000 for a decent flight that we looked at. And then we searched, because I'm a AAA member, we searched AAA. They did have some deals, but the layovers were trash. So basura. We ended up going with Expedia.
Yeah,
we did Expedia.com.
Expedia.
Thank you.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, no, not yet. So we booked through Expedia. Our flights were somewhere in the range of $1,300, and we're here for, well, we're not there yet. We'll be traveling for 17 days straight. Jahoska did the deep dive on Expedia. It took us maybe a week until we decided, or 2 weeks, maybe it was longer than that, until we decided on which flight we wanted, where we decided that. So anywhere between 1,100 and 1,500 felt like a deal.
Yep.
Yeah. And so it was awesome because we got to book that, but we also got to do payments for our retreat, which made it really, really doable. And we started that in like January. So we had all this time to make payments. So we picked a flight. I think it was important. People told us, like, you want to stay the night somewhere probably, or have a long layover, which
to just kind of help regulate the timing and your internal clock.
Absolutely, because I feel like for me, I definitely was like, let's just go and get there. But after being on one fucking airplane for 14 hours and 4 minutes,
and almost being separated, traumatic.
God,
so traumatic.
Do that to us?
I just want to say, Delta, no.
Yeah, fuck you, Delta. You literally caused us to almost have a full-blown mental breakdown because we booked our seats together, planned strategically, get there, and they tried to separate us
on the longest flight.
On the longest flight. Like, why you didn't do that from Portland to LA? Like, come on now. Why are you messing with us? But because
Spirit worked its magic.
Yeah, the grace of Goddess was definitely alive and real and present, and we got to sit together in which everybody else ended up leaving the rows, and we got our own row eventually where we got to take lots of naps together.
And I figured out that if you put the blanket all the way over your head, it's like you got a little suite of your own, like in first class.
Yeah. You don't even need that bed that the other people in first class had.
Yes, you do.
You do. Also, something that someone told us was like, you don't need to pack a blanket, they'll give you one. The blanket they give you is like a glorified sheet.
No,
So
it's like one of those disposable paper towels that feel like an actual towel. That's what
it wasn't good. I'll say that. So luckily we ended up with multiple pillows and blankets, and that was great. But my advice for the long flight, every advice someone gave me I didn't use. I bought 50,000 snacks, didn't eat one of them. I brought coloring book, didn't color.
Also, you can't take corn nuts through immigration and customs, even though they're sealed.
They are a grain.
And almost got fined $1,800
Don't
with
do
a
that.
wink.
Don't do that. So I bought like a 20-pound bag of cherries, ate 3 of them. Like, just was so overly prepared. And for what? There was like no good reason for any of that.
I actually wish we would have taken a picture of all your snacks.
Oh my, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I
It was
did.
ridiculous.
Well, we should have taken a picture of how many of them I had to throw away when we got to Australia, so they didn't.
I didn't make it to the vlog.
No, they didn't make it there.
Also, I have to say, Australia's airport is really hard to navigate, and it's
like
in
it.
English.
But it's just like lack of signs.
They don't tell you
like,
where to
why
go.
is there no direction? So,
But everyone's really friendly.
super friendly. And so we got to Australia after a long flight where I will say my secret hack was trazodone. Don't skimp on the meds. Joe did Benadryl.
I'm allergic to trazodone.
And I'm allergic to Benadryl. So check your allergies with your friends beforehand, because had I just said, hey, take this pill, like another time in our life, your airways would have closed and we would be dead. So yeah, we slept probably about 9 to 10 hours of the 14-hour flight. It was brutal, you guys. I don't know.
I woke up from a lady saying, "We're only halfway there." Huh? Yeah, I just slept 8 hours. What are you talking about?
What do you mean I'm only halfway there? Also, why do you keep giving me pizza pockets? Like,
so
I don't
gross.
want that.
So gross.
Just
airplane
so bad.
Food. I can't believe you ate that food though.
I only ate the first meal.
That's the one I'm talking about. I didn't know what tasted like what. It all tasted like the wooden spoon.
That's so true. It did all literally taste like the wooden spoon. Yeah. It was rough. So I didn't eat after that, which is okay. But she's got a nice ass. Hey. Hey. No, really, girl power. She's hot. But yeah, so we have our long layover here in Australia, which is not bad. It's beautiful, it's sunny, except for, your girls didn't quite understand geography at first and like hemispheres and stuff. So we were like, we're gonna go to the beach, we're gonna have a whole summer day. Well, it's summer in Portland, it's not summer in Australia.
Not down under.
No, but it's actually really, really beautiful today. Like, Joe took off her sweater. It's beautiful. We're out here just having a lovely, lovely time before we head back for another 6.5-hour flight. So I don't know if I would make Australia your pit stop because it feels far. I think
next time the other option was Singapore.
Yeah, but the layovers were shitty. It was like layover from like 10 p.m. till 7 a.m. Like, what am I going to do with that? So you do have to make those decisions and either plan for an overnight somewhere or a long layover all day somewhere that you can like get a fucking break. So
also tip, if you are coming through Australia, you can go and store your baggage for like what, $40?
Yeah, you can definitely store. We stored 2 suitcases and 2 backpacks and a snack bag for and we bought a charger converter. So that was like $72 Australian. So that wasn't bad. We did, however, get here and it was early. Apparently, there's not a lot of brekkie spots here.
Where you can like go and sit down and eat. You order and sit down and eat.
Yeah, we had to do like a food court situation, which was meh, but coffee was good and we're tired. So then we took a long walk and I guess it wasn't that long. We took a short walk to the Opera House, which is lovely. Except for you have to have like a tour ticket to do that. So we weren't doing all that. We took some pics. And now we are in the Sydney Botanical Garden looking at this beautiful view here. So Um, more to come on
Mm-hmm.
what to expect next because we have quite the adventure planned. We are staying 1 week at Jack's Healings Retreat or
Mm-hmm.
5 nights, and then we have 4 other stays around Bali, which we'll be sharing with
And wish
you.
us so much luck, you guys, because we're potheads.
Oh my God. If you are a stoner, you're fucked.
So here's the thing: we're manifesting an individual
Yeah.
that's just gonna come to us,
Weed God.
and it's gonna be like, "Aquí está tu marijuana."
Or something similar.
Similar. Des was
I'm,
asking for sacred smoke.
yeah, anything. Like anything to
We saw
relax
these
the mind.
guys smoking. We didn't know what it was because they were in the bushes. We thought it might be weed, but it's just cigarettes.
No, it was cigarettes. I don't know those, but yeah. So it would be really, really, absolutely lovely if you could prepare yourself to not have weed because apparently they chop
Mm-hmm.
your hand off. I think some places, maybe that's the Philippines, but it's nothing to fuck with apparently. Because I was ready to fuck with it, but we're not. We didn't do
No, I'm glad because we stopped at customs because of my nuts.
that. Imagine if we had more than nuts, it would have been so fucked.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
mm,
All in
anything else for
all,
now?
so far so good. No meltdowns, no breakdowns. We are doing great.
Yeah.
We got 6 hours to go.
Yes, 6 more hours to go,
We'll
and then
report back.
one we will report back, and we will also share how we booked so many different places and where we booked around in Bali because it felt really
Mm-hmm.
important to bounce around, not your normal go and stay in one place. We're staying in 5 different places while we are
Mm-hmm.
here for 16 days. So we'll share more about that later. Bye.